Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining from around the world. Welcome back to Let's Talk Energy with Saikat, where we make complex conversations simple and as well, like I say, that ABC, which is anybody can understand. So now, usually on this show, we discuss energy systems, climate negotiations, COP policies, and finance transaction, blah 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 blah. But not today. Today we will discuss about something deeper. Deeper means climate action is not just building upon negotiation rooms. Something it begins with one person, one idea, one step, and then another and another, building upon at a time. So let me ask one thing, whoever watching, how far would you go for the cause you truly believe? Not write a post, not like just signing a petition, not repost a hashtag, or actually walk 100 kilometer, 500 kilometer, 1000 kilometer. Now I imagine 12,000 kilometers across 20 countries from Malta to India. At the point, my fitness watch would probably file a registration letter. Like, okay, I don't want to work, I am resigning. But today we are joining by someone who is doing a climate awareness. Maybe not strong speech, but the journey is very, very important. So I would like to invite Mr. Jaydip Lakhankiya, a well-known person who is doing a great cause in terms of showing the world how it works. And I'm here with one of a change, making a change in the world. So yes, we are trying to add Mr. Lakhania. Sorry, I guess we lost him because he is actually traveling everywhere in the countries. Right now, he is in Europe, and he's walking from Europe to India just for a cause. And here you go. We have Mr. Jaydip Lakhankiya with us, and welcome, brother. Great to have you
Thank
here.
you so much. And sorry, there is some glitch in my phone. I don't know why.
It happens. It happens for best of us. But we are glad that you are here. Um, so as to start, not just to have a interview round or some kind of back and forth questionnaire. It's just a discussion,
Hmm.
open discussion, where we will welcome you as one of the pioneer who is setting some kind of example for all of us. Yeah. So would you want to
Yeah.
start with your story, like from where this idea came up and what exactly you are doing to all of our viewers?
Yeah. So basically, I introduced myself a little bit. So my name is Jaydip Lakhankiya. I am from Gujarat, India. And 2 years ago, I came to Malta for the studies, higher studies. And in those studies, I learn about climate change because I go to the Erasmus in Greece. And that Erasmus is all about climate change, energy, sustainability. And then I realized that climate change is the biggest threat on earth. Science is telling with proof, but still there is no much action. So I decided that my strength is I am certified trekking instructor. You know, I was working in the Himalayas back in India. So I decided that my strength is I can walk a lot and I can survive with very minimal things. So I plan one walk from Malta to India. It is the biggest walk for the climate change, the longest one, and it is like including 12,000 kilometer, 20 countries, and it will take 18 months. And not I'm just not walking. I am doing cleanups every day. I have a like 10 to 15 kg bag with me, so I clean 10 to 15 kg garbage from the street, from the river, from the seaside. And currently, also, I am in one park with some people from our community and they are doing cleanup. I am attending this interview. So, yeah, this is my whole story from studying about climate change. Then I realized that I want to do something about it because I am young, I can do it, and I have to speak for our future, for everybody. So, yeah. You are not audible.
Am I audible right now? Sorry, Saikat.
Yes, yes, yes.
So quite interesting stories. But what was the moment that you thought that I have to do something bigger? That not a specific, it's not a specific scenario. It's not an experience. It's for the community. What made you change for making like it's too much big?
So basically, I am a son of farmer, and I my father was farmer, and we are doing farming since so many years. Right now, they are in a city called Surat, but when I was till I was 15 years, I was doing farming with my father and studying, and I know the pain of farmers. Like one single rain destroyed their whole year. Sacrifices and hard working, and then
Hmm.
they have to find food and accommodation they have, like still they need to find the food to
Hmm.
eat. So the because of climate change, patterns are changing, and the first victim of this thing is farmers. They have to suffer a lot, and that point, it is for me painful, because I know the pain of my father and other farmers. And India have like more than 60% population are farmers. So this is the point I thought that I want to do something about it. And last year, like in 1 month, there is 3 time floods in Punjab, in Uttarakhand, in Himachal. And then I decided that I want to sacrifice career. I want to do something about it because I have a knowledge.
so, so these are the situation that most of the people in the global level as well they don't find
Yeah.
usually just because climate change is not inside negotiation rooms or like talkative environment. Climate change is actually changing a lot of people's life economically,
Yes.
livably on ground, and you are one of the example as well. Farmers are the most crucial pillar of any country
Yeah.
because from where we get to have the food, from where we get to have a livelihood. And when we get to know that this is a situation, it's not just a particular companies or particular area are facing, but all the people who are exactly the big boy, the backbone and the pillar of the society, getting day to
Yeah.
day repercussions like this. This is where this platform is for. This is where we have to show that okay, climate change is not a scenario of a nation or a particular area. It's a problem of every human being.
Everybody. Yeah.
Exactly. And this is what you are doing. And we from the Youngo Energy Working Group, we from the youth constituency, we from different other organization as a youth as well.
Mhm.
Thanks a lot for bringing upon those discussions on the ground. We need people
Yes.
like you to make everyone understand that it's not a myth, it's not just a talk. This is really going on, and you are one of the victim as well. Everyone is one of the victim. You just have to understand
Yes.
in what way you have been affected.
Yeah, I can say that top 10% who are like big businessmen,
Mm,
they are
true,
not the victim. They are the I don't want to use that word, but otherwise 90% of the world are victim of climate change. And right now we are just speaking about human beings, but the first victim is who don't know how to speak, who don't
right.
know how to explain themselves, like polar bears, every species, after human beings. So yeah, and nature, rivers and oceans and mountains. So climate change is really big problem, and that's why we need to, especially youngsters, need to do something about it, because the older generation who right now are making decisions for us, and all decisions are against us, I can say like that. you know they are burning the earth, and they are leaving smoke to as air to breathe.
True.
So we need to do something about it, and that's why I am doing this part.
No, Fantastic, really. In terms of your engagement, in terms of how you are using the platform, the global platform, the social
Yes.
medias, and in fact, wherever you go, I am definitely for sure people are swayed by your story. They get motivation as well. They start giving example that okay, if this guy is doing so much of task just to make us understand, why don't we start
Yeah.
from a simple task which can contribute in the whole scenario of climate change?
Yes,
Have you
that is
have you
true.
encountered this kind of stories on the ground? We would like to know more as well. Like it is quite interesting how many lives you can change.
So, like, basically, there are so many people. I was working in a school and colleges to speak about this, and there are so many youngsters want to listen this. And there are some. They promised me something like we are going to do cleanups near our areas, and we are going to speak about climate change. We are not going to letting cut trees for the name of the development and all. And like few days ago, I was in town called Pesaro. It is
Mhm.
very small town by the sea in Italy, and I clean up like 1,000 cigarette butts,
Wow.
and yeah, in 2 hours, and I make one video that these cigarette butts, one butt contamination, 100 liter of water, and those video reached to the mayor of this city, the Pesaro, and after 2 days, the mayor of Pesaro banned the cigarette. For if you smoke cigarette on the beach, you have to pay like 500 euro fine.
Wow.
So this is also happening in Italy.
No, like, see, this is the situation. When we say we are from developing country or we are from developed country or
Yeah.
any other country, it doesn't matter, right? If you are
No, it
developed, you
is.
are developing in some way. Human are always one of the part that we are directly affecting the climate change, knowing that
Yes, that is true.
situations are not good, knowing that okay, because when people, this is also an example that when people sees you as one of the
Yeah.
victim, what can go wrong somewhere else if I'm doing something else in here which is directly affecting the climate, and how
Yeah.
you have been affected in a broader scale and how many communities has been affecting, then because most of the people lives in different countries, they have their own luxuries, they have their own economies, why to understand like what is going on, and they don't get proper examples as well from the people,
Yeah.
right? And when you show them that like, okay, this is the thing that we are daily
Hmm.
going through, and if you do something different which is sustainable in your life can make our life better as well in the global economy, this is
Yeah.
what gives the boost up.
Hmm. And like there are so many Western side nations are always speaking about immigration.
Yes.
That there are so many people coming from the our countries and all, but
Mhm.
they don't understand that if they are not speaking about climate change, then there are like 2 billion people needs to immigrate, and
Correct.
because of the climate change by 2050. So right now like 10,000 Indians come to the Canada, and you are speaking about so many things, that they are not good, and immigration is dying our country. But then we have to understand that by 2050, because of climate change, 2 billion people, and that will create a civil war.
Truly.
Like for an example, there are in one region there is a massive flood and destroy everything, so they need to immigrate somewhere else, for the better future and for the food and basic necessities, so they will immigrate. So
No,
this is also
this
happening.
exactly like touched upon some very important discussion about the climate migration. So the
Yeah,
climate
climate
migration,
migration, yeah.
yes,
Climate
climate,
refugees and climate
correct,
migration, yeah.
correct, correct, correct. In fact, we have seen, for example, the most pressing issue of refugees and migration is famine, which is hunger, and this hunger
Yeah.
comes with dry lands. With as example of yours as well, you're from farming background. If you have
Yeah.
no proper soil or no proper environment to grow any crops or any other plants, what will
Yeah.
happen? It all depends on the soil, all depends on the weather. It's rain in cycle, everything. And when we will have this kind of situation, of course, people will have to survive, and will they will survive when they will travel, and then it will be a issue of density, population density, and again, where we
Yeah,
already have all the resources, it will be a resource crunch. So we have to make sure that whatever is going wrong, we have to make it right over there. Otherwise, it will be a pressure in one part of the world with all resources, all nature, and it will go same. It is a loop, going right,
yeah,
going right.
and
It's a loop.
that is exactly. That's why we need to speak. We everybody needs to speak. Rather, you are from a developed country or developing country or a very poor country. You have to speak because everybody is affected due to climate change, and that is the thing.
No, that's true. Very true. In fact, we always say that we are here together. We are not here just for one voice. It's a voice, collective
Yeah,
voice. We always go for a collective voice, and we always go
yeah,
for not just asking something. It's a demand, and that demand is not coming from an individual. It's a global demand. And I think
yes, exactly.
you when we discuss something about climate, we always discuss about like 1.5 degrees, or net
Yeah.
zero, or gigawatts,
Hmm.
or emissions. There is like a lot of keywords that we use climate change, but the climate change doesn't happens in statistics. It happens to people
Yeah,
like us, people like we. So it has to be
yeah,
coming from a people centric way. So during your journey,
yeah.
like what kind of climate realities have you seen on ground? The reality stayed with you emotionally. I'm not talking about like whatever you see, but emotionally, something kept in you during your entire journey. Can you
Yeah.
share us some of those moments?
So because of like there are so many people like
Hmm.
we always think that Europe is very clean, right?
Hmm.
And when I was walking from southern Italy towards northern Italy, and I saw so many people there in Italy, the government put very good dustbins. You have to put plastic in different way, in different dustbin. You have to plastic car like paper in this different dustbin. It is a systematic, but still people don't want to go outside from the car, you know
Yes.
so they
Yes.
go to the dustbin and they just throw garbage on the dustbin, not in the dustbin, and then some NGOs and people needs to clean that. So there is a dustbin, and around the dustbin there are lots of garbage,
Oh God.
you know and I'm just talking about near the dustbin. It is near the sea also. It is near the street, river, and we are polluting our river everywhere, and ocean. And I can see in Europe also there are so many good rivers here, but still there is something here also. And I met so many people of Bangladesh and
Hmm.
Pakistan who travel. I don't know, I need to say this and not, but they travel from Bangladesh and from Pakistan to come to Europe just because their everything in Pakistan and Bangladesh, everything is finished because of the climate change,
No, you
and
can
they
say, of
travel
course.
so
That's
many
that's the reality.
months. So
That's the reality.
yeah,
People don't know it. So this is the platform
yeah,
for your voice. This is the platform where we discuss. Like it's a people centric community, and we discuss, and it's a safe space. As also as you mentioned, it's very pressing issue in mostly in our country. I'm from India. I live in UK, but
yeah, me too.
um, the situation is when we worship rivers in India, right?
Yeah.
We have names of goddesses and gods of those rivers, and we make those rivers more polluted than others.
Yeah, in the name of religion,
Religion.
I can say that.
Yes.
That's why I am quite of against of the rituals of our religions.
Mm.
Religion is very good, but the rituals are very polluting our nature and rivers especially. So we have to understand these also. But that's why I'm moving to India. My after finishing this journey, I
Mhm.
really want to clean the Indian rivers like Ganga, Narmada, Tapi, and all, because in the name of religion we are throwing flowers. Flowers still are sustainable, but we are throwing flowers with so many other things,
Everything,
and that
everything.
is
Those are mostly are
that
plastic,
is
mostly are chemicals. The chemical, like either way, if you name the river as a goddess as well, but uh, the community of ours, the government community, the governance in our country, the policies are not that stringent.
yeah,
Every factory,
yeah,
every industry directly dispose everything without treatment in those rivers. We can
yeah.
see the situation of Yamuna
Ganga,
in
yeah,
Ganga in
Yamuna
Yamuna in
also,
Delhi.
Ganga also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
In Delhi specific, they have foam on the river, literally like foams
yeah.
everywhere.
Every year, like 3 4 months, or every day in the morning, if you go there, you feel that this is a river or this is the gutter. You
Yes,
know.
exactly, exactly.
So yeah.
And people still are doing rituals. Like still, if they see as well, like there's a lot of coconuts and other ritualistic, uh, elements always kept on the shore on the bank, but they still dump on the
Hmm.
sea area. Like if they know that okay, this is not the place to be dumped. If someone did
Hmm.
unintentionally or intentionally, they will start dumping exactly on the same place. They will not clear it.
Yeah,
They will start dumping exactly on the same place. And this is the situation. And when we talk about those kind of, I can say beliefs, I will talk
yeah,
about behavioral change. You know, the
yeah.
community needs a behavioral change.
And I
And
think we need
mhm,
to start from the education. When the kid was in school, we need to teach them that this is not a ritual. This is not a good ritual. Yeah, there are some good rituals also, but not every rituals are good. So
correct.
we need to teach them, but first we need to learn. We not blindly follow every rituals, and that rituals killing our rivers and our air and our mountains.
True.
So
In fact, as you said, the charity begins at home, right?
yeah.
Change ourselves first. And the
Hmm.
education system as well, we have to change it. It's been going on
Yeah,
since long time when everything is just the same, but the world has become very updated, I can say. Very technology updated,
yes,
very the way of thinking is different, but the education system is still same. So I think
yeah,
as you touch the base, in education we have to start with a proper education where what exactly needed in the society right now, and what will be needed
yeah,
what will be needed after. Whatever we have learned, it should be a learning lessons, not like
yeah,
implementation. It should be a learning, and implementation should be according to the exact scenario, like recent scenario, and what will happen afterwards. So this is
yeah,
where the kids comes in. This is where the parents as well come in, just because they have to also understand. Most of the
yes.
time, the kid stays at home, and this is where they can learn the most.
Yeah, that is true. And that is why I'm visiting schools and colleges,
Hmm.
because if they see that one person brings some change, they also think about their future, that I want to be like this. I don't want to dump garbage anywhere, or I will start one community which start cleaning their cities and their homes. So yeah, that's why I'm visiting so many schools and colleges,
Hmm.
because it is easy to teach children rather than parents.
Yes,
Parents are
exactly.
very
They're firm. Yeah, they're
like
very firm.
stubborn with their ideology, but
Correct.
kid,
But when we talk about the stubbornness, when we talk about the ideologies, one practical question as well, like when I had 12,000-kilometer journey.
hmm,
Okay, now I can say, because everyone hears 12,000, 12,000, and
hmm,
we always think, wow, inspiring. That's really boosting up.
yeah,
Meanwhile,
hmm,
I'm just thinking about shoes, your budget, your food, your visa, the sleep,
yeah,
your legs, and mostly the charging of your mobile, right? How
hmm,
you manage them? Because people like to get the idea how it feels like, just not to just say that like I'll walk, but how to experience those walk.
So first we speak about the visa. So luckily I was in Europe and I was studying, there. And then I planned this walk, and I was in, I can say that, a very perfect country. And the like Malta is very good to me, because I start to promote this, I start to interview, and I start to speaking about this journey, this mission, and the government of Malta really supported me for the visa. So almost I have like 15 countries visa, and
Hmm.
then remaining country I will apply that those visa during my journey. So I think almost 19 country I have a visa, except Pakistan, because we are some bad relation with them. So maybe I have to do something more effort for getting Pakistan visa, but luckily I will get, maybe. So for visa part I am lucky, because I was in Europe, I was in Malta. For there are so many problems, because I am a vegetarian, and I want to become a vegan just because of climate change, the dairy industry, right? So I want to become a vegan, but for this journey, I think it is very difficult to find vegetarian food also, because I'm
Hmm.
passing those countries who have heavily depend on meat industries.
Correct.
So there are like a very big problem for me. It is a food problem. Still I'm finding some good restaurant or good people who host me in their houses, and sometimes I get proper food and water also. And for the budget, I am not expecting, I am not getting sponsorship, I'm not willing to take sponsorship from big companies. So I refuse some sponsors. They want to basically greenwash their products, and I don't want to do that. So I am depending on crowdfunding. I'm not taking funds from the company, because they cutting trees and all, and I don't want to promote their products. You know. So
Uh,
I'm doing crowdfunding, and I have a saving
hmm.
for the budget, and I have a money for it, and that's it for me. Sustainable life. I think that is a sustainable life. And sometime I get accommodation in people house, in sometime temples, in gurudwaras, and I have a tent with me. So most of the time I am staying in a tent. And yeah, right. I think physical part is also quite bothering, because you have to walk like 30, 35, 40 kilometer in a day. After that, you have to post about your journey also. How are you feeling? What is going on? And that is also a different task. you know Walking also a different task, and then you have to be on social media to spread this message to more people. That is also very big task, and for me it is more hard than walking, because walking is now my habit. After walking like since 80 days, 85 days.
Hmm.
So walking part is also, but still shoes. Yeah, I have a very good shoes. So till now it is going on, and maybe till 2 or 3 months it will survive, and then I will change the shoes. But I'm not thinking much about the equipment. I have very basic equipment: tent, sleeping bag, and shoes. That's it. Yeah, and
Nice.
charging my mobile, I have a solar panel with me. And so many times I go to the restaurant and I ask them that I'm doing this journey for everybody, and I have to charge my mobile or my power banks. So can I put in your restaurant? And usually they allow, and sometimes they offer me food also for free. So I'm
Oh,
getting good people all the way. Yeah.
quite interesting. Because as you said, well, also, you said about the Pakistan situation with the
Mhm.
geopolitical conflict that India has, you have to cover. I hope, like in between now and when you'll
Mhm.
reach, some new movies will come other than Dhurandhar, so that people will get some, some kind of very goodwill that okay, he's not a spy.
Yeah, so many people worried about me just because of Pakistan. And Iran
Yeah.
also, because right now the situation in Iran is also very terrible. But
Yes.
luckily, I visited Iran embassy, and their response are very good.
Mhm.
So they are going to give me visa, and they are going to give me maybe protection also if I need it. And so yeah, they are quite aware about my journey and aware about this situation, so they are ready to help me.
That's fantastic. See, this is the situation that we always create some kind of narratives on our in our brain that okay, geopolitics things is going on, but everything is done. There are really nice people as well everywhere. So your
Yeah,
job is really give them platform. It's not just your platform. The people who are backing you, supporting you, they are as well getting a
yeah.
platform by through us, we are really lucky to have those kind of platform where people like you comes and then they can share their experiences.
Yeah, yeah, my experience with Iran embassy is really good. They opened their embassy for me just because of me on Saturday, and they don't want to waste my time, so they told me that come to Saturday, no worries, we will be there for you. And then they listen everything what I'm doing, and they give me like special 2 3 hours to whole scenario. They talk about their current scenario also. They didn't hide anything from me. And then they did some very good, like we can do like this, and we are going to provide you food and accommodation wherever we can. And we are going to do like this, we will provide you some contacts of NGOs, some schools in your route, so you can speak with students. And yeah, so they are like quite very positive about this idea.
Fantastic, fantastic, really nice to hear that. As we say about you are meeting a lot of people, you are going to one country to other countries, you have different experience with the
Yeah.
people. Now as we have this show named like under energy, right? So have you seen what's your example with the energy scenario over there? Like the access, the security, security, energy access, how people are like getting the energy, how it is easier to get energy. Is there blackouts? Like do you see most of the renewable energy over there, or you see
So
coal?
I can say that in Europe, in Italy especially, now people slowly moving towards the green energy, and they are really care about net zero.
Mm,
I can feel that because like people always are driving some they have a petrol car, diesel car, but also they are preferring now moving towards the uh, renewable energy cars. And in there are so many cities in Italy especially. I saw that people always using bicycles rather
mm,
than any transportation. They are going for work to for work with bicycle, coming they are going buying grocery with bicycles. And yeah, so in Italy I can see that there are some towns, and people are really moving forward towards renewable energy and all. I don't know about other countries because I didn't visited yet. But
mhm.
yeah, in Italy I saw so many towns and people are using renewable energy and bicycles especially.
Amazing. And you are using both of them, the bicycle plus the solar power for your battery, for your mobiles.
Though I'm not using bicycle, I'm using walk. I'm just walking.
Yeah, sorry. There's a car that you pull, right? Like a pulling car. So keep your stuffs
Yeah,
on
it is not electric. It is just a baby stroller kind of.
the stroller. Yeah, it also takes
Yeah,
some very good effort, because most of the European countries doesn't have plain roads. Most of them like high hilly sometimes.
yeah. It is very difficult to push, but till now I'm managing.
No,
Yeah,
you'll manage
it's
definitely for
about
sure.
your brain. If you decide something and you have to do it, then you will figure it out. You have to do.
Mhm.
For me, it is like I have to do anyhow. So yeah, I'm doing this.
No, I think there is something very powerful here. I hear that you are proving that climate change or climate action doesn't requires any title. Not anyone
Yeah,
needs you like you UN badge, UN COP stage, ministerial room. If you have something in
yeah,
your heart, you can do it. So what would you
yeah.
say to the
And
young people who are watching right now who feel I care but I don't know how to begin? So can you
so
give a
this
small
this
yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, this question is always coming, that I am just a single person. What I can do? governments needs to do something about it, and big companies needs to do something about it. Government needs to change policies and all so many things. I always listen this thing, but my simple idea is that it is always start with one person. I think the veganism start a few years ago with single person, with single idea. That and right now there are 2 billion people vegan because of animal cruelty and climate. So I always believe that always revolution start with always single person, and then people will join. But we have to do our part. And in our philosophy, like I am from India and I am from Hinduism background, like that, there are some Bhagavad Gita, right?
Yes.
So Krishna always saying that do niskam karma. So don't expect that you have to do like so many things. For in return, you have something, getting something. You have to do your part, and then we'll figure it out. Word, I can say
Everything will
that.
fall automatically.
So that's why I'm doing this, because yeah, I want to prove that one single ordinary 25-year-old person do so many things, you know. And right now it's visible. When I start, I have like five in terms of followers. I can say that I have 2,000 followers. Right now I have 52,000, more than 52,000 followers. When I was starting, I don't know anybody. Right now I met so many 40, 50 plus TV people. They interview about my journey. I met prime ministers of Malta. I met prime minister's wife. They did flag up ceremony. I met so many NGOs who joined me for the cleanup, for the spreading this message. So I start as a single person, but right now there are community wants to do something with this mission and this message, you know. So you
Yes.
have to start. Simple idea.
Very good example. Very good example. In fact, in at our energy working group of Yongo, we always say energy is not just infrastructure. It is people. It
Yeah.
is community. It is access, and it is opportunity. An opportunity where your journey almost becomes an ecosystem itself, and it's an example
Yeah.
itself to everyone. So, how do you see human stories connecting to bigger conversation around climate change and energy transition? What do you feel about those stories to be connected, or is it connecting too much, or it's not?
Yeah, like I listened some stories. After that I decided, that I want to do something about climate change.
Hmm.
And I met so many people who start their organization to for especially for the cleanups and climate change. After they listen some stories, some data
Hmm.
from the science, from the people,
Hmm.
yeah, from the data, from the like Paris agreements and so many things. And
Hmm.
this, I think these all are human stories,
Correct.
some people listen the story about it, that no, this is wrong and we need to do something about it, So yeah, obviously human stories are always a very great example, and start to do something about revolutionary and all.
That's true. That's true. In fact, when we are talking about human stories, that means human as a human, we also like connect with humors, right? And right
Yes.
now, we have a segment of our show. Every
Okay.
guest goes through the segment. It's called the fun game, right? And this fun game have
Okay.
kind of a rapid fire round kind of thing, right? I'll give
Okay.
you two options. So there will be two kind of rapid fire. First of all, first one is you have to
Uh-huh.
tell me within 1 second whatever comes to your mind, and I have two options for you.
Huh?
Either will you walk or not walk? Right? So I'll give you few scenarios and you have to tell I will work for that scenario or I will not work for the scenario. Right? So you just have
Okay.
to walk, not walk. Correct? So
Walk, right? Walk.
yeah, walk. So you have to like
Walk.
walk or not walk. Correct?
Okay.
So I'll start with the first one.
Mhm.
Ready? Time for a
Yeah,
quick
yeah.
game. So say tell us will you work or not work for meeting climate activist?
I walk.
Free pizza,
No.
meeting world leaders,
Maybe yes.
Walk beyond the mountains.
Beyond the mountains, yes.
Yes, okay. Walking to COP conference or parties if flights were banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Now the rapid fire round starts. One
Uh-huh.
word answer only, right? One word.
Okay.
I'll ask questions, four different questions, and you have to
Mhm.
answer it in one word, right?
Okay.
So climate action in one word.
Sorry.
Climate action in one word.
Start with sing in one word.
Yeah,
So revolution.
amazing. So bigger fear during journey.
Humans.
Coffee or tea.
Without milk.
Mountains or cities.
Mountain.
Country you are most excited to visit.
Iran.
Nice. One thing climate activist needs more of.
Self awareness.
Ooh, very nice answer. Hopeful or worried about the future?
Both. Hopeful.
Neither about. Really nice answers. Really nice. And one thing we, all of the viewers want to know that you are doing a lot of work, journey. Sometimes you really need a feel a time for yourself, right? Or to rejuvenate your energy again, back to walk, a long way.
Uh-huh.
During the free time or during those time when you feel like, oh no, you need motivation, you need some motivations, or you want to do something which is relatable to you, or maybe you like to do it.
Yeah.
What are those moments look like?
So for me, music is always play very good role. When I was walking alone, and music like really good music. Like sometimes there is some really good bhajans
Hmm.
and some really good doha of Kabir's. I really like to listen Kabir because he is very futuristic. I believe that. And sometime I always listening about self awareness and how to find yourself. And
Hmm.
maybe so many people don't know about Sufism, but I
Yes,
really like to listen Sufi poets like Baba Bulle Shah and all. So for me this is a very like a meditative word, you know
amazing.
that I listen music and I walk alone.
Music doesn't have any language, and this is what you are doing as well. Moving from one
Yeah.
country to another country, every language is changed, but at least you can communicate with them in a one way. It's called the climate change, and this is how the
Yeah.
music also work.
Yeah.
Everyone knows music. Everyone understand the music. I hope the
Yeah.
music always resonates with the climate change as well, where people will understand climate change. You don't have to know the language.
Yes, that is true.
That's perfect. And let me end this show with one thing. Imagine years from now, when you look back
Hmm.
at this journey,
Yeah.
what do you hope people should remember? The activism, the distance, or the message?
I hope the message and the one message is that one single person do so many things, you know, and this message for every scenario, not just for the climate change. If you want to make something revolution for education, so the message is that you have to start, and I am alone, but I can do it. So this message bigger, I think this message goes with every thing, if you want to speak about pacifism, if you want to speak about so many other things, you have to keep in mind that I can
That's
as a
fantastic.
single person also.
Yeah, very nice, amazing. Loved it. Loved it. So I think today remind us of something very important. Climate action isn't always measured in tons of CO2. Something
Uh-huh.
is measured in step taken. People react, their reaction, stories that has been shared. encourage shown. So, Jaideep, thank you for reminding us those moments, being with the moment. You know, so for everyone
Yeah,
watching, understand, don't understand your journey, just do it. Don't just wait
yeah,
for a journey, just do it. And also, like,
yeah,
changes really begins with at home as a small steps, and it begins with one step at a time. So next Saturday
yes.
we'll see you again. Stay informed,
Okay.
stay curious, and let's keep talking about energy. Thanks a lot, Jaideep, for coming here, for enlightening us with a lot of encouraging moments, your thought process, your experience, and exactly selecting us as one of the platform where we can provide you a platform for the voice.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you so much for what are you doing. Like youngster like us, I already mentioned that we need to speak about it, and you are doing same, and maybe listeners also doing same things. And don't wait for anybody. Just start. You know.
That's a true story, and that's a true line and a boost up kind of sentence that we will add when we will share your snippets. Definitely, the starting will be different.
Yeah, sure.
Don't wait, just start. So thanks a
Yeah.
lot once again, and thank you to our viewers. Stay informed, stay curious, and let's keep talking about energy.
Yes. Thank you so